Hello, Assalamu alaikum students. I'm going to solve this MCQs for you, and this MCQ is basically from the suspense and the errors account, and this question is about that how to find your corrected profit. Okay, so we have a MCQs that the draft profit for the year for a sole trader was 1,08,000 before the following were taken into account. So following errors were taken into account. So basically this is basically a draft profit, and we have to make changes in it according to some errors. So we have basically three types of errors here, and in first error basically what error had been done by us. The provision brought forward for doubtful debts was $1,850. The provision to carry forward should be 2,250. So it means that we mistakenly record less provision, but we should record 2,250 instead of 1,850. So it means that somewhere we decrease our expenses, because we know whenever the provision is increasing, so it means that we have to add into our expense section, but mistakenly we recorded it at 1,850, but it should be recorded as 2,250. Okay, so what is our draft profit basically? Our draft profit was $1,08,000, and now what we have to do is we have to find the difference between the 1,850 and 2,250, so we can know that what is basically exact the difference of between the 1,850 and 2,250, and we have to deduct this amount from our draft profit. Okay, so basically your provision is increased, and it should record it as 2,250, but we recorded it mistakenly as 1,850. So it means that we should increase the number, which is $4,000, not 4,000, basically $400. So it means that we have to minus this amount, because this is our expense basically. So our expense is increasing because our provision is increasing, so that is why we are deducting this amount from this profit. Okay, so the next error is depreciation for non-current assets had been undercharged by $2,000. So again we just undercharge our depreciation, and we know that depreciation is also our expense, so it means that we should charge this $2,000 as our expense, but we didn't charge this $2,000 into our expense, so it means that now we have to deduct this amount from here. So this would be $2,000. Okay, so the last error is an accrual of $600 for repairs. Okay, so repairs is basically our expense. Okay, so an accrual of $600 for repairs had been treated as prepayment. Okay, so this was basically accrual. So we know that if any expense is in accrued, so it means that we have to add this expense in our profit and loss statement. Okay, but if your expense is prepaid expense, so it means that we have to deduct this from the P&L statement. Okay, so but what we did is, this was basically your accrual expense. This is your accrued expense, which is for $600, but we mistakenly recorded as prepayment. So it means that we just deduct this 600 from the expense section of income statement. So it means that we have to So it means that we have to deduct this 1200 amount from this draft profit for the year. Okay, so now 1,08,000 minus 400 minus 2,000 and minus 1,200. So we have corrected profit which is 1,04,400. So this is our corrected profit for this year. Okay, so we have done with this part.